Jai Hind, my friends, and Jai Shri Ram. I am Anand Rajadiksha from Mumbai, India, and I welcome you to my channel, YouTube channel, Sun Mere Hindu Re, which would be loosely translated as Listen, my Hindu brother. Well, let's begin. And yeah, before we begin, standard request. If this is your first visit to my channel, please consider subscribing, joining the channel. No, just subscribing. Joining is not required. Subscribe to the channel. It will extend my reach so that YouTube can share the video to more and more people. And please like the video, which will help in the similar fashion. And that's about it. And it's for free. So I'm making you a free request. So let's get on with the subject. As you have seen the thumbnail, I want to ask you to consider the possibility of what would have happened if the rivers that originate in Leh, Ladakh, Kashmir and come to India and pass through both India and or Pakistan would have gone to Pakistan at the time of independence. In case you don't know, or in case you don't remember, just after the formation, just after the independence, or you can say when Pakistan was born, or we can say carved out of India on 16th August 1947. Losing no time, just within 2 months, on 22nd October 1947, masked as tribesmen, Kabaili tribes, local tribesmen, because later on it was revealed that it was Pakistani, not militia but military. And today the issue is with Pakistan, it is not with any local tribe. So that was a pretense, which is okay. We know that that is a inborn trait. Deceit has a very war is deceit. Just look up the quotation and you know who would have said it. So deceit matters. Okay. So they played a deceptive role, and they attacked India. They attacked Kashmir, and the story has been oft repeated in many a fora, so I will not repeat that. But you know that they had come within striking distance of Srinagar, and had Patel not forced Nehru's hand and given the orders to Sam Manekshaw, later Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, to attack Kashmir and secure it, to march and secure Kashmir, we would have lost Kashmir. Kashmir could have been part of Pakistan, because the tribesmen did not need to capture the entire landmass. All they needed to do was attack the palace, march into the palace, capture the king, Maharaja Hari Singh, and well, use the famous persuasive techniques. Okay, world famous persuasive techniques, and persuaded him to sign the instrument of accession. It is not known whether they had carried an ready-made, whether they had carried an instrument of accession with them ready for the occasion, or if they would have carried off the Maharaja instead to Rawalpindi or any nearby place for the signature. That is not known. But I am pretty sure that they would have taken the signature, and then they would have declared that yes, we have got Kashmir. We are the legitimate owners, because the king, the Maharaja, has acceded to us, Pakistan. I am pretty sure of that. Although that's, you can call it a conjecture, but as of now I am pretty sure of that. And what would have happened had they done it? Just think of it. I shudder to think of it. In support, I would like to show you a picture. Just take a look. those conversant with Indian history, especially my Hindu brothers all across India, they would know that this is called Johar. That an event historically, not traditionally, historically evokes the name of Rani Maharani Padmini, but it has happened at many a place in Rajasthan. Okay, and this was a consequence. Saka. Now let's get back to the subject. What called for Johar? What was Johar? When, and this has been at the risk of being branded communal or whatever, I don't care. Johar was associated when a Muslim king attacked a Hindu Rajput fortress or fort. It was never a Rajput king which attacked a Rajput fort and there was a call for Johar. No. Even the British, who were Christians, no, such an event was not associated with the British either. It was always associated with the crescent. Okay. So, when the Rajput ladies, when the fort was encircled, it was besieged, and there was no water, and no food, no water, and they felt that the end was nigh, and they would have to die. They would have to fight. So then they would prefer to go down fighting. The men would don the battle dress and finish it with a saffron cloth above. That was called kesariya. And when they went out to fight, it was called saka. So the women would enter a burning pyre, Agni Kunda as it is called. It was not a funeral pyre. This was a different pyre. And they would enter it in full senses. Those of us, many of us, maybe all of us today, who flinch at touching a finger to a flame, cannot imagine. But they did that. What for? Because they feared the fate that would befall them. At the hands of whom? Let's call it Voldemort. Voldemort. Those who must not be named. Be afraid of the peace that ensues when you utter that name. So they would enter the funeral pyre. Not funeral pyre, they would enter the pyre and be consumed in ashes, consumed in flames, and be reduced to cinders, ashes. Many have been in such occasions. Even in Maharashtra, we had seen sieges like that, and the sieges have always been associated with the crescent, a peaceful operation, okay, that would ensure the peace of a funeral, of a crematorium. I would not say graveyard, because we don't have graveyards. We have funeral grounds. So that would ensure the peace of a funeral ground. That was how peaceful it was. So, just imagine if Pakistan would have captured all those rivers. What would it have done to Hindus of India? Think it over. Think it over. It may appear a conjecture, but I think I will stand by it. Because that was the reason why it stands to reason. It's all very logical. Capture Srinagar, capture Maharaja Hari Singh, get him to sign a legal instrument, possession, and a very pliant Prime Minister sitting in India who was just waiting for this to happen. I don't know whether he dilly-dallied in signing the instrument, or you can say dilly-dallied in giving marching orders to the army, whether he was waiting for a confirmation call from Pakistan or from some other secret location that Hari Singh was captured and the instrument of accession signed in favor of Pakistan. I don't know. I would not put anything beyond that man. Anyway, he was not an accidental Hindu. He was an accident that had happened to India. But let's not get into that. Just think of what would have happened to India. How much land did those rivers irrigate? How much land did those rivers feed? What was how much land did the rivers wake the thirst? And what would have Pakistan done? You know one thing, I mean, the cruelty of those people all across who swear by that book. You know that they claim that not a word has changed. The same holds about their cruelty. Even that has not changed. We saw it not at the time of Khilji alone, not at the time of Aurangzeb, but we also saw it with Banda Bairagi, who was tortured, who was also besieged and then forced to surrender. Then captured and tortured, horribly tortured to death. I would have loved to show visuals because such visuals are available, but I do not know today our Sikh brothers can take objection to that and take the video down. So I will not show that, but you can see the killing of Banda Bairagi on the net. It raises goosebumps, and it's not a pleasant experience. And the cruelty, 7th October 2023 was poignant enough, example enough. So we are seeing that. So same thing holds. So we know now why the Indian government for so many years poured crores and crores rupees into Kashmir to keep it with India. What we do not know is why they did not abrogate, why they did not get rid of that 370. Maybe we know. Everybody fed at the trough. Okay. So much money was going there and none of it fructifying to keep the land, to make the land flourish. So everybody was feeding at the trough. So that also suited the erstwhile governments. So that's okay. What has happened has happened. Bygones is bygones. We only hope that some of the people who participated in that are alive and are brought to book and made to part of the misbegotten earnings. But that's it. And that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. And that's all. Thank you. Yes, please. If you like the video, please click that button and hit the subscribe button too. I will be issuing English videos as well in order to reach most of the countrymen. Main videos, I intend to do videos in Hindi and Marathi, which is my mother tongue, also in Hindi, also in English, in which I'm able to express myself. So that's about it. Jai Hind, and yes, Jai Shri Ram. Thank you.